Hey guys, Bic Mitchum coming at you here with another member of the Battlefront community. We've got FireGuyGaming here today. FireGuyGaming, how's it going?
I'm doing good.
First things first here, let's talk about the trailer yesterday. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I was making a video on it currently before I came on here to take a bit of a break. So mainly, from what I can remember, there was 8 good points that I found, and then 2 bad points, and the 2 bad ones are the heroes and the game modes. I'm just not happy with that at all. Like they've downgraded in game modes. We've only got 5 now, and then the heroes we've got 14, and I believe 6 of them are from the last game. So we're not really getting that many new heroes, which is a bit disappointing.
Right. So with the game modes, they're going to have to. They're starting with 5. So is there going to be? How can I word this? Like, are they going to make up for that with the hero modes being a little more the game modes being a little more in depth? Is that kind of what they're going for, to make 5 better game modes than say 10, 15 that are just fair?
Yeah, I get where you're coming from there. I mean, Blast, first of all, they can't really do much with that. It's just team deathmatch, basically. And Heroes versus Villains should hopefully be a bit more interesting with all eras. But then when it gets onto the other game modes, for example, Starfighter Assault, I didn't really like it. Obviously, you can't board other ships, or you can't get out of your vehicle and stuff like that. It's a bit disappointing. So I don't know. Hopefully, they're a bit more in depth, but we'll just have to wait and see.
What's your plan with the beta? Are you going to collab? Or are you going to play on your own? Like, what kind of plans or excitement do you have around the beta coming up?
Honestly, I'm still thinking about it, because there's a lot of people going to be streaming, much bigger YouTubers than me. So there's going to be a lot of competition. So instead of having a schedule like I usually will, because I haven't streamed in over a month anyway, I was taking a break from it, but I was planning to return for the beta. But instead of just sticking to a schedule, maybe if I'm free at the time and not that many people are streaming it, then I might go and do it. But whereas if there was like a lot of bigger YouTubers streaming at the time, I probably wouldn't do it myself, because I'm just going to get no views, and I don't want to play it for no people. If you get what I mean, I'd rather make some videos and stuff like that, and then maybe wait for the right time to do it.
So what you're saying is there could be a possibility there's a lot of people excited about the beta to stream it, that you may get less viewers. Like there just may be such a saturation of YouTubers that you may not even see an increased audience with the new beta. Yeah,
basically that. There's just going to be so many people doing it. And it's not a case of I'm just streaming for the views, but when you do a stream, it's motivational when people are watching you, especially if the really big YouTubers are streaming it, because it probably won't just be people in the Battlefront community. There'll be other gaming YouTubers streaming it, and they're just going to get so many views off it. And it's going to leave the smaller channels with not that much, I would think.
So which class are you most excited about?
I honestly don't know. I haven't looked into it enough, to be honest. I've more been looking into the heroes and the maps, and I don't really know where I stand on classes. I'm just going to give them all a go in the beta, and hopefully I'll find a good one by then. But I'm thinking, I don't know, there's something about Officer that I kind of like, so maybe that, but I really can't give an opinion on it yet until I've used them all.
Right, yeah, until I get a controller in my hand, I don't think I'm going to really have too much of an opinion. I stay away from a lot of videos that kind of discuss the classes, because all we have is hearsay and a little bit of footage that's given to us, so we don't really. A few people have played it, and from what I hear, the heavy class is more the favorite only from the people I've spoken to.
Okay.
And I actually heard a lot of negative about the Officer, although I can't quite remember some of the specifics of that.
Yeah, I don't really have much to go off with it. I've just seen certain things where I could say maybe the Officer is a bit more, I don't know, they're a bit defensive, but I really just can't give an opinion on it yet until I've played with all the classes.
The next thing I wanted to talk about was more just to kind of talk about your channel. Like, how did it start, and what kind of made you want to be a Battlefront YouTuber, and who would you say influenced you to do so, if anyone?
Well, the channel started, my friend actually created my channel for me because at the time everyone was doing it, and I kind of didn't want to do YouTube at the time. This was in 2013, something like that. But my friend made my channel for me, and I kind of joined him on Minecraft, making videos on that like everyone did back then. But then I made all those videos private. When Battlefront seemed to start coming into the scene a bit, and moved on to that. And then did the streams on it. I didn't actually start doing videos on it till about 5 months after launch. And I started doing these videos, and basically just news videos. So I'd say Battlefront updates was kind of my inspiration to do it, but I wouldn't say that anymore. I want to turn into my own person a bit, and I'd never go back to making news videos. I kind of just want to do discussion videos, stuff like that, really.
Yeah, because your channel has a lot of like top fives, or you like to point out, good points and the opportunities within a certain, you do still kind of do news. Something comes out, you do a lot of compare and contrast. Yeah,
basically that. I'm quite opinionated. I get a lot of hate for it as well. It doesn't really bother me, but that sometimes I've got a few videos where the dislikes are way over the likes. So I do give a lot of opinions that people don't agree with.
Right. And we talked to Stu Dog about that earlier this month about dislikes, and that's kind of something I wanted to talk about anyway, so we'll let it now. Is how do you feel about dislikes, and what do they mean to you when you see a video with a lot of dislikes?
Well, something I've always said from the start, and people do disagree with it on this a lot, but I think if you can't take hate, then YouTube isn't for you, really. You've got to be, if you're putting yourself out there and giving your opinions on something, you've got to be able to take the hate on it. So I'm all right with it, really. And to be honest, when I see a lot of dislikes, it's, in a way, you've raised a point that people care about. It's better than just seeing loads of likes and no dislikes, because then everyone agrees with you. But sometimes in a video I might say, like if you enjoyed and dislike if you didn't, because I'd rather know people's opinions than everyone just like it and agree with me. So they're not too bad, really. It's just a way of expressing what you think.
And how do you feel about controversy and we'll say beef in the Battlefront community? There's sometimes YouTubers lash out at each other, and do you feel you're someone that takes sides, or you run a lone wolf of sorts that you don't want to involve yourself in that?
No, I'd say sometimes I'm in the middle of it. Like a few people, I don't know, there's a few situations on my channel where people kind of, I don't know how to put it, they'd say I'd clickbait a lot on YouTube, but I wouldn't say I do that at all. I think there's a difference between maybe my thumbnails looking quite good and people want to click them, and then them being clickbait. For example, on my latest videos, we're recording this, I talked about Bosk being in Battlefront 2 over Anakin, and people were already saying it was clickbait because I had a tick over Bosk in the thumbnail and a cross over Anakin. But it relates to the video completely, and once people watched it the whole way through, they kind of realised that. But I do get told a lot that my video thumbnails are clickbait, really, which is a bit annoying because I know they're not. But yeah.
Well, it's my firm opinion that thumbnails, their main purpose is to be clickbait, because like clickbait can be good or bad, but I think people kind of don't really know the definition of it that well. I actually saw some of the discussion around your recent thumbnail with the tick over Bosk, and it's kind of more, once you watch the video, it makes sense, as you said.
Yeah, so exactly.
And I did see some people say that too in the conversations on Twitter and stuff like that. So
yeah.
At the end of the day, you embrace dislikes, and does it change behavior? Do you look at a video with a bunch of dislikes and say, I don't want to do a video like this again? Or is it more just, I know I've raised a topic that's kind of sensitive for some people?
No, I really don't mind it, to be honest. When I see a video with a lot of dislikes, I kind of want to do I kind of want to continue that. For example, some of my most viewed videos are when I talk about things I don't want to see return in Battlefront 2, and they get a lot of dislikes, and people kind of think I'm making them for the sake of views and I just keep making parts. Well, I made 5 parts to it, mainly because they were raising a lot of discussions in the comments, and there was a lot of likes and a lot of dislikes on them as well. And I kind of just like the controversy they brought, because people were giving different opinions. I like that. Instead of people just agreeing on everything, I'd rather we disagree on things and talk about them. That's just how I feel on it.
Alright guys, so we'll wrap things up here. Thanks a lot, FireGuyGaming, for stopping in.
Pleasure to be here.
If you guys enjoyed this podcast, definitely leave a like. Leave a comment down below on who you'd like to see in a future podcast. See you guys again.